Hello everyone, I welcome you all to EduTap and welcome to this fast track series in which we are covering your ESI and Finance current affairs for the year 2019. See, today in this video, in this lecture, we are going to cover March 1st to 7th and ESI and Finance both current affairs from this week of March would be covered here. And this fast track series, as you know, is important for your preparation in RBI Gr B, NABARD Gr A and SEBI Gr A. Okay, so let us start with your lecture 51 then. Okay, let me tell you about our previous results. See, we have been working in this field from quite some time now and we have some brilliant results with us. You can see in 2017 of RBI Gr B, 27 selections were there from our students. Then NABARD Gr A, 11 selections were there. In this year, 2018, RBI Gr B, our students have got selected. More than 70 students are selected. And NABARD Gr A, 26 selections have been made already. So that is about our result. And you can also see about the SEBI Gr A examination of 2018. 150 of our students have gone through the interview phase. So they have already got the interview call. So here also in the final result we are expecting the brilliant outcome. So telling you about our individual courses so that you can choose from any of these courses as per your requirement. If you are preparing for RBI, SEBI, NABARD, you can go for these courses. And we are also offering the RBI Assistant and IBPS AFO course. And if you are preparing for the 2 or more exams simultaneously, like if you are preparing for RBI and NABARD, then you can go for the combo course as well. And we are offering similarly the combo courses of SEBI, RBI, then NABARD, SEBI, also the combo course of RBI, NABARD and SEBI, all three together. So, okay, so here is the good news for you guys. We have come up with a new course for the banking examinations, quantitative, reasoning and English. So our QRE course is live now. You can go for this course if you are preparing for the different banking examinations. So now we are back to your lecture of the day. Let us see what is your first news from this ESI Finance lecture. Okay. So the news says that RBI and Bank of Japan have completed the signing of the USD 75 billion currency swap pact. See, this was actually this pact has been signed now, but it was earlier also in news when it was decided, it was announced that such a pact is going to be covered. So let me tell you that earlier the defined limit was $50 billion, but now it has been signed at $75 billion. So first of all, you need to know what is this currency swap pact. See, in this bilateral currency swap pact, there is this open-ended credit line. That means either of the country, they can extend the credit line or they can exchange the money in terms of the US dollars. So that is going to be helpful. Now, why is it important for India particularly? See, Japan already has a reserve, the foreign exchange reserve. It is second largest after China, the reserve on which they are sitting. So actually this is going to be helpful for India because there are minimal chances that Japan is going to ask for this currency swap from India, but India can ask for this currency swap whenever it needs the money. So this is very important. And recently it has been signed with Bank of Japan on behalf of RBI. So keep this in mind that we do have such a pact and keep this amount also in mind. Okay. So here also I've mentioned about this bilateral swap agreement that it was actually negotiated in 2018, then it became effective from this final month of February. So now India can access this amount which has been said, that is USD 75 billion for the domestic currency. So that is going to be helpful obviously, and you can go through it. This slide I have explained you earlier also. So yes, we are done with this news then. Okay, again a very important news. RBI has set up the Usha Thorat panel on offshore rupee markets. See, first of all, this panel has been set up by Reserve Bank of India. This you have to keep in mind because you might get confused that probably this panel has been set up by which authority? Is it the government or RBI? You can get confused. So Reserve Bank of India has announced this task force which is going to be headed by Usha Thorat. So now this particular panel is going to examine the issues which are related to offshore rupee markets. So also they will recommend the measures to ensure the stability of the external value of our currency. So basically you can see here that not only the the strengthening of the domestic currency is being focused here, but also we have earlier discussed about IFSCs. Are you able to recall what these are? IFSC, like Gift City of India is one such IFSC. Gift City is in Gandhinagar. Were you able to recall that? So they are also going to suggest their measures for such IFSCs and the development of the offshore rupee market. So all in all, the strengthening of the rupee market and stability of the external value for our own currency. So that is the mandate of this panel. 8-member panel it is going to be, and Usha Thorat is going to be the head. So yes, that is it. Okay, so this news is about the approval of the share capital of RBI in National Housing Bank. First of all, National Housing Bank is very important. You have to know that it is an apex agency for the promotion of the housing finance institutions in India. So NHB is anyways very important. It's a part of our syllabus. But this news is that Cabinet has now approved the payment of the share capital of rupees 1450 crore in the NHB to RBI. So that basically means if NHB is giving the share back to RBI, the control which earlier RBI had on NHB has gone from RBI to the government. So this is important. All in all, you have to know that. By changing the act, making the amendment to the National Housing Bank Act, the ownership of NHB has now gone to the government of India. So yes, that was it about this news. I am not going to discuss everything in detail about National Housing Bank in this particular video. So that is, I guess you must know about it and you should read about it more. Okay. So this news is about the National Science Day. So HRD Ministry has launched a scheme on the National Science Day. See, first of all, National Science Day, I will tell you, it is celebrated on 28th of February. That is the birthday of Dr. C.V. Raman. So Raman effect he has given, and on his birthday, National Science Day is celebrated. So HRD Ministry has launched this scheme called as STARS scheme. That is Scheme for Translational and Advanced Research in Science. So this is going to fund this scheme is going to fund the science project. So basically MHRD has come up with this scheme. So they are going to come up with the various science projects. They are going to fund the projects, and the project is to be coordinated by IISc Bangalore. So this is also important. This STARS scheme is relevant for us because first of all, HRD Ministry has come up with this. You can see that the promotion of sciences is being done, and secondly, as it has come on the occasion of the National Science Day, so it becomes easy for you to remember also. So we are done with this news. Okay. So there was this news, there was this report released by World Bank and ILO jointly. So this report is actually in the Exports to Jobs. The title of the report is Exports to Jobs, Boosting the Gains from Trade in South Asia. So you can see here particularly South Asia is in news. And keep in mind that this report is a joint venture between World Bank and ILO. So basically the efficacy of the increased exports in dealing the phenomena of jobless growth. So on one side the growth, then joblessness and the increasing exports. These three things are being simultaneously tackled in this report. Shall we discuss the findings of this report also? Okay, so here it is, India, and actually we are going to discuss the findings of the India as mentioned in this report. Okay, let us see what this report says. Report has found that India has grown at a rate of 7.2% in 2017 and it has reduced the number of people living in poverty. So that means that growth is there in India, people are coming out of poverty, and secondly the report says that most Indians do not have regular jobs in the formal economy. So that is it, that although India is growing, but people do not have regular job in the formal economy. Keep in mind that informal economy is not being talked here. Then trade has been falling. It is said, the report has found that trade has actually fallen, and India's exports, which are mainly capital intensive goods like chemicals and fabricated metals, that means that the direct benefit for the workers is limited here, because obviously capital intensive goods means that the workers are not going to benefit it directly. So the report says that India can actually do a lot in improving their export orientation, so that workers' profit can be brought out from that. So that is about the report. There are some other details in this report also, but we have discussed about India in particular regard to this report. Okay. So cabinet, another scheme is here approved by cabinet, FAME India phase 2. So FAME, as you know, is the scheme which was earlier running under phase 1 as faster adoption and manufacturing of electric vehicles. So this is about the replacement of the fleet of the vehicles to the electric vehicles, and phase 2 has now been approved by our cabinet. So the fund requirement is rupees 10,000 crore. Keep in mind, from 2019 up till 2022 it is going to be operational, and 10,000 crore is the fund requirement. So FAME India 1 has just completed. That was also a 3-year program starting from 2015 to 18. So this news is about this ease reforms index. Okay, this is very important. Finance Ministry has come up with this reforms index. They had earlier said that they are going to come up with this such an index where they can measure the performances of various banks and what is actually going on in the framework of the PSBs. So you can see here enhanced access and service excellence. So these this stands for ease, and Finance Ministry has released this. This becomes very important for us, and Indian Banks Association has commissioned this particular reforms index. You can also read here that authors are the names are mentioned here. Just go through them, but Indian Banks Association is more important for you. Now apart from this, you can just go through EASE parameters here, but what I wanted to tell you is that according to this index, what is the performance of the PSBs, that is your public sector banks. So according to this index, PNB has topped this enhanced index. So enhanced access and service excellence index has been topped by PNB with a score of 78.4. See, I will tell you that PNB was one of the bank which had a huge NPAs, and it was in news regarding to that also. So now this means that it is actually improving and it has topped this index. So PNB then is followed by, you can see here, Bank of Baroda, SBI, OBC and Canara and Syndicate Bank. So these are the top banks which are in this ease reform index released by Finance Ministry. So that is it. Keep in mind about this ministry, the banks and the commissioning or publishing authorities also. Okay, so cabinet has approved the setting up of the special purpose vehicle about the disinvestment of Air India. So this was earlier also in news that government was planning to disinvest Air India and its subsidiaries as well. It was not making profits, rather it was running in losses. So now cabinet has approved finally the setting up of a special purpose vehicle for the same. So a special purpose vehicle which would be called as Air India Assets Holding Limited has been created. So keep in mind that this is not a subsidiary of Air India, rather it is the special purpose vehicle which has been created for the disinvestment. And not much is there because just this SPV has been set up. So you can just go through the names of the subsidiaries of the this Air India. So yes, that is it. Okay, so National Common Mobility Card has been launched by PM. See, this news is important because after rolling GST, that is when it was touted as one nation, one tax. So now PM has come up with one nation, one card. So that basically means that you will have a card in the form of your debit, credit or prepaid card, and you will be able to use it not only to withdraw money, not only as your debit card, but also to make payments for the transport charges and multiple payments. So that is being called as the National Common Mobility Card. You can see in the picture here. Government has launched this in association with State Bank of India. So another important thing is that the card has been developed by Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. So Mahua has developed this card, and it is in association with State Bank of India. So keep this in mind, that what is this mobility card, what is it related to, and we are done with this. Okay, so NCBC, National Commission for Backward Classes, in news here. Bhagwan Lal Sahni has been appointed as the leader of this NCBC. So keep this in mind, it is important. And NCBC is anyhow a very important body for us, especially now when it has been given the constitutional status. In last year it was given the constitutional status, and the mandate of it is actually to consider the inclusions and exclusion from the communities which are considered as backward, particularly for the purpose of job and educations. So this leader Bhagwan Lal Sahni, BJP leader, is now the head of NCBC. So after covering these news, ESI and Finance, let us try to solve different MCQs derived from the same news. You can pause the video when there's the question, and then you can try to answer the question. I will be I am going to tell you the answers anyways, okay? Okay, so a panel has been set up by RBI in offshore rupee market. Which of the following personalities is going to head it? So who is going to head this panel? Rajiv Kumar, Usha Thorat, Nandan Nilekani, Raghuram Rajan, or none of the above? So the former Deputy Governor Usha Thorat is going to head this panel. Question 2 asks, STAR scheme was launched on National Science Day. It is related to which of the following? So you have to actually, the associated organization or the ministry is being asked here. It could have been in the form that which ministry or organization has released it. So it has been released by MHRD, right? So the answer is MHRD. So Ease Reform Index has been recently released by Finance Ministry. It has been topped by which of the following banks? The question is telling you actually about the Finance Ministry. So your answer is PNB, Punjab National Bank. Last question, which of the following has the maximum share in the National Housing Bank? This is an important question, especially now, because we have just covered the news which was related to this. So now government has the maximum share. Earlier RBI had, but now it is being transferred to the government. So your solutions here. Tell me, how do you like this video? You can also let me know that what are your score, how well you could do in these questions. So yes, we are done with your lecture. If you guys have any query regarding to the courses which are being offered by us, or any other thing, any exam related query, you can simply drop us a mail at hello@edutap.co.in. You can also call us or even WhatsApp us at 8146-207-241. And this is our website at www.edutap.co.in. You can visit this website. So thank you guys, thank you for watching this video, and I wish you all a very happy learning from our team. Keep learning, see you in the next video.